here, you heard? Low, low in the building, what's going on? Low, low, what's going on, baby? Few texts. We got Suge Knight in the building, baby. You heard? That's the magic motherfucking bouncer right there, bro. You need a motherfucking bouncer, bodyguard, whatever. Hit my man Suge Knight up, baby. Grace is exclusive. Suge Knight, baby. Few texts in the building. Low, low. Fucked up month, man. One of my worst months in a while. Yeah, man. Transitioning from job to job. They had no work for me basically all month. Just like on the weekends. All weekdays was shot. Yes, sir, baby. You already know, man. You know I keep the energy up, man. Word up. Let me let more people come in. Yo, y'all don't want to miss the message of the day, man. That's real talk. Y'all don't want to miss that, man. Let me let more people enter the building. TGI Friday. Al York Sports, the raw truth. No drinking and driving is the fucking law. We got my man Mark Guillory in the building, a.k.a. MG Raider, ready to attack like a linebacker. I hope you're ready for me, MG Raider. You stay ready. Continue to be ready, baby. Once you hear that Omaha, Omaha, you make adjustments, baby. Yes, sir. Letting more people tap in the building. Steve Levine, as always. Philadelphia, Vegas, Tennessee, St. Louis, always taps in, baby. I be knowing, man. I recognize, man. A few more people, then we gonna start this sensational show, man. We got a lot of sports for you motherfuckers. If you want sports, this is the spot to be in. You want some fucking... You want what's that shit I'm looking for? Controversy? This is the spot to be in. You want some soft shit? Go elsewhere. Esa Loca in the building, baby. Locked and loaded, baby. Yes, sir. Alright. Let me turn this off real quick. Salute to everybody tapping in. Steve Levine saying North Carolina too. Brian Breezy in the building. Let me throw the ultimate salute to the original Eliezer. I don't care if he's been in Philly the last 40 years. That's an LES cat to me right there. Just like me, baby. It no matter where I go, I'm LES bound. I can't deny. I can't deny. Let me take these off. I said what's up to everybody. We're going to start the message of the day, and we're going to start this show, you know what I'm saying, sooner than we normally do, because we got a lot of shit we got to take care of, as always. So let me start off with the message of the day. This is very important, man. I got a guy going through this, and I was going through it, so I know the feeling. I need to listen to this, man. How does a person owe money to someone, and the reason why they owe money to them is because they bailed them out in a situation on some bailout shit. Not necessarily jail. Any kind of bailout, like rent, you're traveling, you need the money, you fucked up, you need the money, you got no food, you need the money. How do you not pay this person back, one? And if you ain't got the bread and food to pay it back, how do you don't make a payment plan? Dudes like this, there's two ways they're going to get done up. Either the cat they lend them back to is going to get them for some foul shit. For not attempting, you see, let me tell you something. A lot of people can't pay a debt. That's why they're in debt. It's like they're in debt to be more in debt. I get it. I get it. But you got to make a payment plan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you owe a cat 5 racks and you just can't come up with 5 racks, then you tell him, yo, Al, can I give you 200 a week? 300 every 2 weeks. That's called a payment plan, and it's also called making an initiative. Motherfuckers buy that, think it's cool, then get money elsewhere and act like the motherfuckers ain't finding out, like motherfuckers ain't doing homework. No, you're going to get got in 2 ways. Either the dude gonna get you eventually, or he gonna let God deal with you. Either way, you gonna get got. So if you think you chilling, you're laughing, and you skated on a dude that delivered for you in crunch time, I promise you, you're gonna pay for it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's start the show. Al Yo Sports. The raw truth. That's what we doing here. We ain't capping. I told y'all want capping, this ain't the show. I'm not here to cap. If I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you I don't know it. We gonna keep it a band up in my joint. Even me, bad month. Fucked up month on the money side. I ain't got no shame admitting it. I'm transitioning from jobs, and the other job didn't have what I needed, but the other job was giving me, which was 4 or 5 days a week. They trimmed me down to 2. So, you know, shit happens. I ain't ashamed to say it. That's the difference between me and everybody else. Everybody else want to stay on top and lie to stay on top to look good. Nigga, I'm too thorough for that shit. I'm a nigga, if I get fucked up in a fight, I'ma say I lost. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Let's leave it like that, man. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York, Nueva York. Shout out to my guy, Price Tag Entertainment and Media. ExponentUSA.com with my man Jay Hype. Few texts with my man Low Lower. Mac 1 Beats. I hope my shit, okay, it says reconnecting. I almost lost you guys. Almost lost you guys. And of course, Al Yo Sports, Sportsbook Reviews on YouTube, the series. Make sure y'all tap in and y'all get all that, man. All right, let's start off real quick. We go in the news, and I'm going to bring in my man MG Raider in the building. The New York Knicks did the right thing, re-signing forward Precious Achiuwa to a 1-year deal worth 6 M's. Low risk, high reward. He averaged 7.4, 7.6 rebounds. No. 7.6 in 74 games. Let me say it right. 6.6 rebounds, 1.3 assists. The kid's a pogo stick. He jumps all around the gym. Exactly what we need off the bench is an Energizer Bunny. Great signing by the New York Knickerbockers. Other news. Tampa Bay Bucks and offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs have agreed on a 5-year, 140 M's extension. Highest contract, I think, ever given out by the Bucks. Not on a yearly thing, on a total. He's averaging 28.126 per and signed for 88 M's guaranteed. Salute to Tristan Wirfs. Other news. The White Sox and the Dodgers reached on a 3-team deal. You know what? I'm going to go through this shit with X anyway. Let me keep it moving. San Diego Padres arguably got the best relief pitcher. Not the best going into the season, but the best right now of, earned run average. And that's retaining the services of Tanner Scott from the Marlins, who has 18 saves with a 1.18 earned run average and 53 strikeouts. Tanner Scott right now got the best stuff and is pitching the best. He's even pitching better than Josh Hader, who the Padres didn't re-sign, and the Stros gave him all that money. Great pickup for the Pads that are playing good baseball late, and hopefully they can make the playoffs and make some noise. Other news. Houston Astros acquired lefty UC Kikuchi, who's 4-9 record, 4.75. Now, this is kind of disturbing because he's got great stuff, but he's 4-9 with a 4.75 with a team that has hitters, although they haven't hit, which were the Toronto Blue Jays. But even if they don't hit as much, they still put up enough runs for him to go 4-9. But hopefully the Astros, he could turn it around. The only thing, that's a small part in Minute Maid. Other news. The Arizona Diamondbacks Tuesday acquired first baseman Josh Bell. Christian Walker got hurt. I don't know the exact report on the injury. I don't know if it's day-to-day, if it's 30 days, 10 days, whatever it is. But Josh Bell's a good safety net. Switch hitter veteran. He had 239, 14 home runs, 49 RBIs. He could definitely put the same numbers as Christian Walker. And if Walker comes back, you got a pitch hitter, a DH. You just added an extra bat for the D-backs, whose pitching is doing pretty good right now. Last but not least, the Detroit Tigers sent left-handed reliever Andrew Shafin to the Rangers, 34 years old, in exchange for right-hander Joseph Montalvo and cash. Texas trying to stack up their bullpen. Everybody trying to get better, making this last playoff run for the second half of the MLB season. Okay, so let me call my man up, Mark Guillory, a.k.a. MG Raider. Where you at, MG Raider? Let's go. Let me take this mic real quick. I seen him tapping earlier, so I hope he ain't come and go. We got my man Keith Vega in the building. Appreciate Keith Vega in the building. We got X in the building, Douglas Bend in the building, Loco in the building. Everybody chopping in, man. I appreciate it, man. Rough month, man. It's a rough month. All right, just try to pull him in. MG Raider, what up, my brother? Okay, I got to put my heads on. Yeah, I got to put them on. I always give you a fair shot to see if I can hear you. Lately, I haven't been able to. Hold up. I see you thinking, baby. Give me a minute. Or like they say, green eyes. I got somebody that calls you green eyes. Hello? You can hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, man. Hold up. I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. It says my microphone is off. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Can you hear me now? You got mute on or something like that. It's showing mute. Do you have mute on? I can't hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, your mic is muted. That's what happened.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Now I can't hear you. Don't tell me Facebook's playing on my... Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, but you were muting my microphone.
Whatever, man. I ain't mute nothing. It's just shit be acting up,
hey,
man.
That's what the fans
you
said,
want to blame me? You can blame me. I'm fine with it.
Douglas said mute mic. The mic is muted.
Okay, it's not muted no more, so let's get it popping.
Yeah, let's get it on.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're going to the NBA real quick. Would it be fair to say that right now, coming out the West, that the Denver Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks are the teams to beat in the West? Is that a fair statement?
No. It's not a fair statement.
Who you think is better than them?
Well, I mean,
don't say Golden State, because I'm going to hang up right now if you say Golden State. No, I'm serious.
I mean, Golden State, it depends on
I don't want to hear Golden State in this conversation.
But let me tell you this. Let me answer your question. No, it's not fair to say that because only 8 games separated the number 1 team and the number 6 team.
Okay, you know what? Let me rephrase. Let's say Denver and Dallas are the favorites. Who you think got the best chance to knock them down beside each other?
Well, I think because of the key acquisition of Klay Thompson with the Dallas Mavericks, I think that puts them over the top.
But I got both of them up top. Who can knock off either both? But not
the Mavericks. The Mavericks have more.
No, but I got you're not listening. I got the Mavericks and the Nuggets on top. Don't put them against each other. Who can knock both of those teams out? Either of those teams out. Minnesota, OKC,
Oklahoma City. Yeah, Oklahoma
Okay,
City.
Explain to me why you think they could beat these two teams. Like, what did they do different? Who did they got?
Again, they picked up Isaiah Hartenstein, and he's a key addition to them. And they already were rocking and one player away in the last playoffs, and picking up Hartenstein is a good addition as well. So I think that they actually look good. The New Orleans Pelicans look really good. They picked up another guard. It's going to depend.
Yeah, they got Murray.
They picked up Murray, but it's going to depend on how Brandon Ingram. How can he get the ball? How can he get in the flow? And is he going to come off the bench? I'm not sure. He's been injured a lot.
Are they keeping him? Because I think X said they really were trying to shop him, and they probably still are. But are you thinking they're going to end up I hope they keep Ingram. I like Ingram, but I don't make decisions over there. So do you know if he's staying? Did you hear anything of late?
I know the Warriors have been going after the Utah guard, but as I mentioned on a couple shows before, he would be a good fit on the Warriors. So if they can make that deal happen, they're probably going to make it, because with the addition of Murray playing with CJ and then playing with Zion, I don't think there's a spot for there's not enough ball for Ingram for him to have a good season. I mean, he's just not going to get the ball as much, and so that's going to be a problem for them. And if they can pick up a draft pick and another rebounder or another defensive-minded player, it puts them in the top 4 in the Western Conference in the 2024-2025 season. So I think that they have to, I feel like they have to deal Ingram, but if they kept him, they have to find a way to rotate him in where he gets, enough ball.
Right. It all depends if he's willing, if he makes up his mind, do I want to win or I'm worrying about my numbers? And if he could get to the point where he just want to win, it can work. But that's going to take sacrifice, and as you know that. Clay sacrificed like the last 2-3 years. I mean, I know he had injury, but he also sacrificed, you know what I mean? Okay, so now we're going to have the same question. Can the T-Woods, I think they could. They almost beat Denver, but same question. Do T-Woods got enough to take these teams out right now?
I don't think so.
Because right now, Denver picked up Westbrook, Dallas picked up Clay. So they're Dallas is a lot better. Denver's a little better because Westbrook's at the end of his career. But I think Westbrook makes a perfect fit for that team for some reason. But can Minnesota knock him out?
Westbrook is going to be Westbrook, and I don't think he adds too much to any team he goes to. Coming off the bench, he's going to pour in 8 points a game. But they need something more than that, because I think they just had a good matchup against Denver. I think it was an anomaly. I think if they matched up against another team, they would have probably gotten swept. They're not that good. They're really good. And you saw that Ant Edwards has to play out of his mind for them to actually win a game. So that's how they kept it close. He just caught on fire. And he had open season too. So it wasn't like they weren't running any offense. It's just the Ant Edwards show. I don't think that's going to happen again unless they play a different ball game. If they match up again against Denver, I don't think it's going to be close.
Right. Okay, let me just throw teams out there. Can Sacramento hang with these teams? They just picked up DeMar DeRozan.
Sacramento, that's a good pickup. But I just don't think DeRozan's going to put them over the top like that to compete for the Western Conference Championship. I'm not a Sac guy. Sac is like the Clippers to me. They're always going to be good. They're always going to be the bridesmaid. They're never going to be the bride.
Right. Now, the Phoenix Suns are like the worst team in basketball with all their talent. Do you give them any hope?
No, because they can't play any defense. And you have an aged Kevin Durant, who's going to be coming off an Olympic, a big-time Olympic performance, playing year-round. He may not last the entire season. And you can obviously tell that him and Booker him and Booker don't really play well together. It's like ISO on the left, ISO on the right. There's not really anything that involves the both of them. They're not moving with each other. No pick and roll. It's just like either it's Booker's turn, then it's KD's turn. And so that's what they're missing in Phoenix.
Do you think with the acquisition, the point guard they picked up, are they going to be better at all?
They'll be much better, but it's still
it's Jones, right?
Yeah,
Jones, Tyrese Jones, something like that. Okay, he's decent.
The problem is both of them are ISO players. So Booker, is more of a mobile player than KD. But KD, when he either has the ball or he's just standing around. He doesn't do too much movement. There's not anything going on. That's why he fits so well with the Warriors, because they were doing a lot of movement other than KD, or he'd bring the ball up. If him and Booker can figure out a way to actually play and with continuity, they're not going to be a power to be reckoned with. But I don't see them matching up well against the Nuggets, against OKC even. They'll have a problem with the Timberwolves in Minnesota, and they can't match up against the Mavericks with Klay Thompson, Luka Doncic, and Kyrie Irving. They just can't. It's not that kind of team.
Right. It's just surprised me how you got so many talented individuals and you just can't get it right.
Well,
of course it starts with coaching. It starts with the pieces don't fit. I get that. But you would think they'll be better still.
But if you look at if you look at championship teams and how they're built, if you look at the Chicago Bulls, you look at the Shaq and Kobe Lakers and the Kobe and the Kobe Lakers after that, and then you look at the Golden State Warriors. Look how those teams are built. They're built with pieces that are necessary, but the stars play together. Right. Steph Curry cannot win it on his own, but Steph, Draymond, and Klay, they played a high post pick and roll with Klay in the corner, Steph Curry running all around, in a motion offense, and then they had guys that came off the bench that filled their role. And that's how they won the championships, actually, with the 6, 7, and 8 man coming off the bench, not so much the starting 5. And that's the problem that these teams have. They got star power in 1 through 3, but there's a big drop-off between KD and Booker and then the next guy. And then the guys coming off the bench, there's a huge drop-off.
Yeah, they got no bench.
You don't have that continuity there. And that's the difference between Western Conference champions and then also, play-ins and second, third place teams that don't really make it.
Right. I got a trick question for you.
Uh-oh.
2 teams one did bad last year, but you can see they're going to be better. And one team that actually surprised a lot of us. My question to you, who has the better year this year, Mark? Does the Houston Rockets or the San Antonio Spurs? Who has the better year for you this year?
Oh, I have Houston. Houston made some pretty good acquisitions, and I think they had a good draft. And I think San Antonio is going to have a better year, but they're still a few years away, a couple years away. But Houston looks ready to make the playoffs this year. I think Houston's going to make the playoffs, or at least they'll make the play-in. I'm not sure they're going to make the actual playoffs. I think San Antonio is still another year away. They need another draft pick.
I think right now they could improve their record. Maybe if they get lucky, they'd be a 500 team. Who knows? 500 can make the playoffs. I mean, the way the shit with all that playing shit, I'm telling you, you'd be surprised if a team under 500 get in the playoffs.
Right, that's true.
I'm not saying they're gonna make noise, but if they could make the playoffs, that's huge for Wemby and company. You understand what I'm saying? Now, real quick, let me let my guys know we're not talking about the Eastern Conference, gentlemen. I hear y'all asking about the Sixers and other teams. We're doing the Western Conference only today with my man MG Raider. MG Raider, who plays in the Western Conference Final and who goes to the NBA championship out of the West?
I think it's going to be the Nuggets and the Oklahoma City and OKC. I think that OKC.
Okay, you lost some OKC, bro.
Yeah, I think they showed a lot of prowess. They play really well together. They're a physical team. They run. They can play half court too. They shoot. They should have advanced. They should have. They made a nice run this year. They could have got a little. I think they were just first time in the playoffs for almost everybody on that team. It was their first playoff experience. They're more seasoned now, and I think they're just going to be a great team. I got them at like number 2 between Denver and Dallas.
They traded Giddey for Caruso. Does that improve them?
I think, and the guard play it does, and that's something
because Giddey had the potential to be nice. Caruso, I think, might be tougher now.
He has more
and a better fit now, but I think they'll lose later with Giddey. I think Giddey's roof was through the roof.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
He disappeared in a lot of games. And
he's young, though. What I'm trying to say, his window is still there, though, to climb. Caruso right now, this is the best you're going to get.
Yeah.
Giddey's got room to improve.
But
Caruso can make them a better team today, but I think they lose this trade in the next couple years. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think they traded for the playoffs next year, and Caruso has that playoff grit that they need. Giddey disappeared in key moments, and he has other issues that he's
I don't want to tap into that. He like 15-year-old girls, but listen, everybody, I'll let God deal with them. That's not for me and you to judge.
Right.
Okay, so who you got going to the chip?
I think Denver's going to make a return, and I think that's going to be a hell of a series. I think Celtics are going to come back too. Nothing's changed. Same old thing. Celtics probably going to be better.
Right.
Because Jason Tatum probably does not like that he did not get the MVP in the championship, so he's going to
He ain't worrying about that. His man got it. He ain't worrying about that.
He's going to get better. I don't care.
He got the bigger wallet. He already won the MVP. I mean, he ain't worrying about that shit.
I think he wants that championship MVP is like, Steph Curry waited a long time to get that.
That's what I'm saying. Tatum got time, and the way the Boston is doing it, they will be back a couple more times.
They're gonna be back this year. Then
look at that.
No, but then they start to hit that penalty. That penalty starts. It's gonna hurt next year. After next year, that luxury penalty is gonna hurt even more. So
right, let's pivot because I want to make sure I cover everything. So it's fair to say you like the Nuggets to go back to the chip, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let's pivot. Let's go into the NFL. I hope Tango's still on board. We're going to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. We're going to start off with
Raiders.
Who's going to be their quarterback? Is it going to be the veteran Gardner Minshew, or are you going to stick with the young boy Edian O'Connell? Your answer.
This is actually, when you first asked me, I thought it was easy. I'm like, hey, Minshew, it's good. But when you look at you look at Minshew from last year, he's a Pro Bowl.
He plays, man.
He played a good game. But then you look at AOC, not the politician AOC, but my quarterback Aiden O'Connell. When you look at his games, he went 5-4 as a rookie quarterback with the head coach being fired in the middle of the season. He won the last 3 out of 4. I know one of those games he only threw the ball 9 times for 61 yards. But they still beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they got him game managing like a motherfucker.
Right.
So, Mitchell, you could let loose a little more because he's been around.
Yeah, he's a lot more.
O'Connell's going to be strictly game managed.
But here's the thing: the players and the receivers love O'Connell. So it depends on how Minshew comes into this training camp and how he's looked, how he's picked up the playbook. Now, he's been a journeyman, so picking up the playbook is an art and a science for him. And something he's done before. He did it last year. He had a really good year with Indianapolis. They probably should have kept him, actually, as a backup.
He did good with the Eagles a little while. He was with the Eagles, too.
Yeah, so, probably my gut tells me, my fandom wants to go with Aiden O'Connell because he's the guy that almost got us into the playoffs last year. But my gut tells me it's going to be Gardner Minshew. Those numbers look really good with Indianapolis, and I think he goes to a better offense than the Colts were last year, a better offense that has running backs, a nice running back crew, a better line, and a terribly better receiving crew.
So it's fair to say MG Raider wants the mustache.
Yeah, and he's a Raider. The mustache makes him a Raider.
Okay, now running back, I don't think
it's a bristling black mustache.
I don't think
the autumn wind.
I don't think your running back core is like you're saying it. I'm looking it up. Zamir White, Amir Abdullah, and Madison. Madison's small. Like, Madison could run, but he's small.
He's small.
You lost Jacobs, right?
He's like a little Sproles guy. He's like
you lost Jacobs. Jacobs is big. They didn't keep Jacobs.
Jacobs, when you watch the games, man, I've been to the games. I've watched the games. I'm good not paying Jacobs. He shows up sometimes. Then sometimes he's not even on the stat sheet. It's just Jacobs is a great running back. I don't think the Raiders are his team. I think he needs some other kind of blocking.
So
team.
he needed a restart. What you're saying?
Absolutely.
He needed a fresh start elsewhere.
Somewhere where.
But I'm not convinced with your running back core. This running back core is not doing nothing. And you need a running game with these quarterbacks. These quarterbacks ain't studs. And your receiving core even lost. You got Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, but you lost a couple of guys there that could have, like Third and Renfro. You lost.
That's fine.
The kid with the accident. We had
the top tight end in the draft coming in. That's gonna be huge. He's gonna have a huge rookie year. Gonna take a lot of pressure off the running game and Devontae.
Like
Adams.
Michael Myers too, and you got what's his name? Furtherham, something like that.
Yeah.
Cole Furtherham. I can't pronounce it. He's another decent guy out of LSU.
Not a superstar draft, but one of the more solid drafts for the Raiders in the last 20 years. This team is going to be a competing team. I know that the head coach loves AOC, and he's a very loyal guy. Remember he went with Aiden O'Connell and benched. No,
I know that. Let's move forward because now we're going to be another 20 minutes real quick. The Raiders the Vegas Raiders make the playoffs? Yes,
Yes.
or no?
Yes.
What's their record, Mark?
I got them going 10-7.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got them 7-10 at best, 8-9, because I don't trust these quarterbacks. If teams put the game on the quarterback, and your running game ain't that serious to me. I also see Adams out by game 6 also. He's going to be crying he ain't getting the ball. He's going to see Aaron Rodgers lighting it up, and he already said he want to go back with Aaron. But if your team is winning, like they said, winning solves a lot of shit. If that winning, everything I'm saying don't matter. But if you guys start 1-4, you heard it from me, Adams is gonna be out of there because he gonna make it happen where he ain't gonna want to play with y'all.
I don't see us starting 1-4. I think the middle of the season is probably gonna be tough, but we finished the season hot. We finished the season winning 3 out of the last 4, and that's how I view us going into the season. And remember how the season was. We fired our head coach in the middle of the season and changed our starting quarterback, who's making $20 million a year, and put in a rookie, and then he went 5-4. So. Just on that alone, you're saying that they're only going to win 2 more games than what they finished with the rookie quarterback. So
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna use what you say.
Sure.
They didn't have Phil on him like that. You told me that last year about another quarterback.
Sure.
They got Phil on him now. Hold up.
But he's a rookie.
You know things are different when they get film on you.
And he's a rookie.
My thing is, I don't think he's talented enough. I might be wrong to make those huge adjustments that the defense is going to make on him. Now, if he is, he's your guy. If he takes those adjustments, Mark, and he's out there lighting shit up, I'm going to tell you, that's your guy. But I know he's going to struggle. Trust me, because they got film on him now. Okay, we already told. Any last words on the Raiders? You said they make the playoffs.
They make the playoffs.
10-7. Okay, you ready to move on, or you want to say one more thing about the Raiders?
I'll be at the Raiders at Saints game on December 29th. I'll be in the Superdome.
Beautiful. We'll probably go live a little bit on that. How you like them apples?
That's not a problem.
So real quick, choose one and why. You ready?
Sure.
I switched it up. We're doing dual quarterbacks and receiver. Like the best tandems against each other.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's roll.
Tom Brady and Randy Moss, or Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Who and why? And don't go by the accolades. Who you think was better for like 3-year period? Who did it better? Brady Moss, Montana Rice.
Montana Rice, because of the versatility of the routes that Joe Montana could throw to him. He could throw deep like Randy Moss, and he could throw that short slant.
Guys, put your comments.
To Jerry, I think Montana Rice was a better combination. The whole route tree was open for Montana with Rice. The whole route tree is not open with Randy Moss and Tom Brady. Even though Tom Brady throws a beautiful ball, breaks fingers, but Moss did not run the whole route tree like Rice did.
I like how you broke that down, brother. I'm gonna salute you for that, man. I like them too. I gotta go with the original Joe Cool.
Right.
I gotta emphasize that, because we're gonna stop calling your man over there Joe Cool out of LSU. We're gonna call him Home Alone. I told you that.
Right.
Let's move on to the second one. You ready?
Sure.
Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin, or Terry Bradshaw and John Stallworth. Who and why?
I'm gonna go with this one's simple. I'm gonna go with Troy and
simple.
Irvin. Oh yeah,
you
Troy
out of your mind. The back crew won 4 Super Bowls, and they got busy.
But Terry Bradshaw, lucky he had John Stallworth and Lynn Swann, either one of them, because he just throw the ball up, and them boys went to go catch the ball. Now, actually, Troy Aikman would actually throw the ball with precision.
Salute to everybody tapping in.
Who ran precise routes. The route running of Michael Irvin was spectacular, and Aikman put it right on the money, right where he wanted Michael Irvin to be. That's what separated him as a quarterback, not just at UCLA where he went to play ball, but with the Dallas Cowboys. Aikman was always able to throw the ball where the receiver was supposed to be. as opposed to Terry Bradshaw just throwing the ball up and having those wonderful wide receivers.
You can't knock him for that. That they make the catches, Mark.
He just closed his eyes and throw
No,
the ball.
you can't knock him for that. Listen,
quarterback of the Pittsburgh
Steelers. I'm a Cowboy fan. I love the Cowboys. I love Troy Aikman. I think Aikman throws a better ball than Terry, but Terry's a lot tougher than him. Terry got 4 chips. Aikman got 3 chips. Very similar. Michael Irvin, I think, is definitely a better route runner than Starwell, but Starwell is a better throw it up guy in the end zone, make all the catches. So this one's tough. Don't say it's easy. This is far for me.
Hey man, Bradshaw had.
I'm gonna go Aikman by a fucking hair. But it's far from easy for me, bro.
I'm not even a Cowboy fan, I know that Michael Irvin didn't have to take ballet to try to catch Terry Bradshaw balls.
All right, let's move on to the third one. You ready?
Sure.
Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald.
Oof.
Or Dan Marino and Mark Clayton. Think about it before you say some easy shit.
Oh, man. Well, I'm a big Dan Marino fan. University was
and the Magic Mark, because I have to pick one of the Magic markers. It was either Duper or Clayton. I took Clayton.
I thought you were going to pick Super Duper. But I'll go with Clayton.
I like Clayton better.
Hey, look, man, Dan Marino all day. It's not even close. And Clayton. Marino is probably one of the greatest. He spun that ball. That spin on his ball is probably the prettiest spin out of any quarterback in NFL history. Marino just he threw it everywhere. He threw the slants. He threw the outs. He threw the deep ball. It's something of beauty. You can sit there and watch Dan Marino, Clayton stats all day long. It's a beautiful combination. Obviously, you had Super Duper on the other side too, and also these dudes were at least Duper was. These dudes were not that tall, so Marino had to be on the
line, so he had to be very accurate.
Right. So
unlike Warner, Fitzgerald's he's another body snatcher. You throw it up, he's snatching shit.
Right.
But this ain't easy either because Warner played lights out with the Rams. Then had a couple bad years with the Giants and another stop. Then blew up again with the zone.
Right.
With the Cardinals, blew up because he had Bowden over there and Fitzgerald.
Exactly.
And Fitzgerald's a beat. They don't call him Sticky Fingers for nothing.
No,
he's the original Sticky Fingers than the rapper.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Fame receiver.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to agree. I'm going to have to go with Marino because it was a harder throw for him, and he made those throws.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And both of them went to the chip and lost.
Yeah.
Both went to the chip and lost. Okay, so Warner won with the Rams, but I'm talking about this combo.
Gotcha.
This combo lost to the Steelers.
Gotcha.
I know because I lost big in the first half in that game. So trust me, I know. Okay, the last duo, then we're going to get my man X-Man in the building.
Sure.
This one here is fun. I hope you have fun with this one. Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison or Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. And I'm not talking about accolades, but talking 3 years of their best years. Fuck all that. They got way more catches, attempts. No, we're not doing that. We're doing the most productive 3 years on both sides. Talk to me.
It's interesting that you brought up. I'm going with Peyton and Harrison over the other combo, and the reason why is this: I actually watched the interview with Marvin Harrison. I think they were talking about the Colts that won with Peyton Manning, and they wouldn't even. Marvin Harrison would line up on the line and wouldn't even know what route he was going to run until Peyton called it at the line. He was doing a lot more than saying Omaha. He was actually reading the defense and telling Marvin through the words where to go. That combination was just so solid. I mean, the communication, the precision ball that Peyton finally learned how to throw after his rookie season. He led the league in interceptions his rookie year.
Let me add on. As soon as Marvin Harrison turned around, the ball was already coming at his numbers. You understand me?
Absolutely.
That takes time, practice, perfection, all that in one. That's why I'm going to give him the edge. But if you want like big time play, not that Peyton and Marvin, they make some huge first downs. But Adams and Rodgers with that bomb shit was incredible the way they read. And not only that, the yak. Adams could take a ball up the middle, 10 yards, take it to the house 60 yards after. So this is crazy here. I'm going to lean on Peyton for what you said, the science of the knowledge of the way they play.
Right.
But the ability and the big play shit is the cheeseheads. I'm keeping it a band.
I mean, I understand that, but the chemistry between
I know what you're saying. The chemistry was through the roof, man. Mark, great job. Arizona State, Hillary wide receiver, Guillory wide receiver. Any last words? I got to get you out of here.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Training camp, day 2, day 3 tomorrow. My boy's having a good training camp. Xavier Guillory, #1.
Yo, do you talk to him? Talk to him? Like, did you get on the phone and get to talk to him?
We text and talk a little bit before training camp, but during training camp it's game time, so he has to focus.
No, but I'm saying you do like you know how I could talk to you. Can you talk to him like that?
No, I don't talk. I let him focus on the game. I don't.
You're not listening. You never talk to him then.
Oh, I do. Yeah, we talk about games, stuff like that.
Well, you need to fucking tell him. Give my man Al York Sports a shout out. Because he talks about you every week. No, because I'm going to have to shut him down on the show. We can't give him one. Tell him just like that. Tell him I'm letting all the New Yorkers, East Coast guys, know that he's in Arizona State.
Okay.
And I don't want $1 for that. But damn, you should at least shout a motherfucker out.
Okay, we'll see what he can do.
I want it on TV when they got him after a game.
He got to play ball first.
He's going to play ball.
Yeah,
and they're going to interview him for having the winning touchdown. And before he leaves, shout out to Al York Sport. That's all I want.
Okay, Al.
All right, my brother, you have a good one. We going to get up, man.
All right.
MG Raider, like always, baby. X-Man, where you at? Let's get the X-Man in the building. X-Man, where you at? Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to everybody. I didn't get to shout you guys out, man. Don't feel left out, man. I'm just tied up right now. And like I said before the show, it was a rough month. Job transition, rough month. X-Man, what up?
Hey, what's up, brother?
I need your bum-ass mess today. I got them +1.5, so.
Yeah, you already jinxed them, bro, so they're going to lose. You already jinxed them.
Nah, I'm not going to jinx them.
You jinxed them, that's it.
They can lose by 1. All right, let's get right into it, X.
Your bum-ass Yankees getting wiped out.
Okay, I ain't even watching. I'm watching like the Milwaukee game and the Pittsburgh game.
7-2. Stroman didn't make it out the third.
Oh, wow. I know there was 3-2 last I looked, but okay.
Stroman didn't make it out the third.
Okay, talk about the Yankees. We're talking free agency. Unfortunately, I got 12 minutes. I got to knock this out with you. Yankees, I think Yankees, a lot of teams had good free agency.
Yeah.
But I like what the Yankees did picking up Jazz. I told you I love Jazz. A lot of people, Al, you need pitching. I said Jazz was like, my son follows him. My son loves him being over there in Florida where he's at.
Yeah.
With the Marlins and shit. So Jazz is, I know it's early. He's produced. I know he's not going to produce like this, but I like what he brings. He brings speed, multiple positions. He can hit, and he's a ball player. Then we picked up Mark Leiter, a good 6, 7, 8 inning guy, and De Los Santos, who I think is somebody you just throw in there to eat an inning up when you're down a lot or up a lot. But I like what they did. They could have got a starter, which would have made it perfect. But I'm not mad. And also a closer. Let me make sure I say that. We were supposed to get a closer, and we almost got Fairbanks, but that didn't fall through. Your take real quick on the Yankees there, then we're going to move on. We got a bunch of teams.
I like the moves they made. The Jazz Chisholm, like you said, he got speed. He's a guy that can bat in the leadoff spot. You can bring
multiple.
You can bring Ben Rice down to the number 4 spot, protect Aaron Rodgers a little bit. I agree. I think a closer like Tanner Scott or Fairbanks would have worked. But, overall, Mark Leiter hasn't been lighting it up in Chicago, so a change of scenery might be good for him to play with the Yankees. And like De Los Santos is somebody that you can eat up innings. You can use him long relief in case a starter gets in trouble. Yankees did good. The Jazz Chisholm, of course, was the key piece. Everybody knew the Yankees were open for business. They needed big-time help, and I think they did that. They could have used a couple pieces, like you said, but overall they did good. Jazz Chisholm is hot right now, but we know he's going to cool down eventually. But now,
but he brings a spark in that lineup. That's
everything.
The spark we need.
He brings exactly what they need. He can play third, second, short. He can play every outfield position. So yeah, he's good.
He's got that good energy. He can run. He got power. I love everything about him, bro.
And he's He's going to be energized now that he's playing for a contender and not a last place team.
And the team that he always wanted to play for. Don't forget that.
Exactly.
Let's go to the Phillies, who I picked to get to the World Series. Now you got A-Rod on TV saying my team, acting like he been knew it was going to be Philly. Everybody want to suck on your man for no reason, bro. But the Phillies, I think, did okay. I like Austin Hayes. I think he's a sleeper pick. He actually had a good series with the Yankees and missed 3 home runs in that series. That could have went out and hit 1.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit was crazy how them other 3 didn't go out.
And I believe they picked up the closer they had a few years ago.
Carlos Estevez, 20 saves, 2.25 urban average, with already a decent pen with Alvarado, Hoffman, and Stram, who made the All-Star game. So they deep in the pen. Harper's going through the biggest slump he went in a while, but you know Harper's going to come around.
He's going to come around.
Castelletto's going to come around. Real Muto, Schwoberg, Turner. Them guys, they got their heart broken. They got better. They ready to go. The thing is, right now they're going through a little stretch, but after this, I think they make a run for it, X.
I agree. The Yankees beat them good, but, they swept them. But I agree. I'm not worried about Bryce Harper. I'm not worried about Kyle Schwarber. I'm not worried about their star players. Those guys are going to eventually get hot again.
Exactly.
You go through it during the year. Aaron Judge just went through it during the Yankees stretch that they had. He wasn't doing well, but now look at him now. He's got hot again. He's tearing it up. Another home run, by the way, tonight for him.
Okay.
That's 40.
Now I'm gonna skip Cleveland because I want to do the teams that matter. Not that Cleveland don't matter because they're in first, but they didn't really do that much. But the Dodgers end up picking up Jack Flaherty.
Listen,
they always seem to get who they want. Kind of what the Yankees
the Dodgers seem to be trading with everybody at the trade deadline. That's what it seemed like. Every time I looked up, the Dodgers were making a trade for somebody. They did great. They shored up their rotation, which has been killed with injuries all year. Kershaw just came back. Yamamoto just came back. Flaherty is a great pickup.
Yeah, Walker Buehler should be coming back.
Walker Buehler should be coming back.
What happened to Urias?
Urias is
like Tommy John?
Urias is suspended for domestic violence he caught last year.
Okay.
He's
suspended. I was like, what happened
he's
to him? Another All-Star guy.
No, he's suspended. They got Max Muncy coming back. Mookie Betts is about ready to start a rehab assignment, so he'll be back soon. But
they're playing good now. Imagine with these guys, you know what I mean?
They are. So I think they did well. The Dodgers, like I said, they gave up the farm system to win that championship this year, man. So, but I think, to tell you the truth,
they also got Kevin Kiermaier.
Yes, they got
a veteran outfielder. Even though he kind of retired and unretired, he's having a bad year, but he's great defensively for them. He could be a pitch hitter, runner. He can help them in a lot of ways.
And he
small ball.
And he can play a lot of the positions out there when you need to give a guy a day off. So
that's what I'm saying.
They did well,
they also got Ahmed Rosario back.
They got Ahmed Rosario back.
Another guy that can, split start with guys. There you go. Yeah. So they doing the little things on top of the big things, X.
They got the big stars. They just got the guys they need to help them get over the hump. Hopefully, we'll see, because we know come playoff time, the Dodgers always seem to wet the
bed. They also picked up that closer. What's his name? Koche, something like that.
Michael Kopech from the White Sox.
And that's big because Trainer's been getting hit of late.
Yeah. Evan Phillips
Hudson's been good, but Hudson's not your real closer.
No. Their closer, Evan Phillips, just lost the job.
Yeah, he's
been ineffective.
He wrote 2 love late.
Yeah.
So this
they did good.
Those 100, if he could get any control, the guy's to throw a buck. He could throw a buck regularly.
Kopech was actually linked to the Yankees until the Dodgers came and swooped up and got him. So the Yankees gonna start on some pretty good closers. Let's just
right. Okay, let's move on. Atlanta went and got the World Series hero. Jorge
Soler,
big time. He's not gonna spell Acuna, but Soler is nice. The Soler get busy, and now he's gonna have protection. X. I said it. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah.
I said Frisco was a bad situation for him.
It was.
It's a huge park for a home run hitter, and he's not a gap hitter.
No,
it's home run or nothing. And I knew that wasn't going to pan out for him. He goes back to Atlanta with a Parkers ball hitter friendly, and he got protection because he's either going to hit behind Olsen, in front of Olsen, in front of Murphy. These guys all can hit in Atlanta. Unlike in Frisco, With Chapman was back behind him. There ain't no protection.
He's most likely going to get sandwiched between Ozuna and Olsen.
Yeah, he's
I
going
think
to
that's the
get
most
though.
likely
He's going to
scenario.
get pitches,
Yeah,
and the boy can hit.
I like that. I like that pick. Listen, Atlanta. Remember, 2021, Acuna blew out his knee, and what
And
happened?
Solar came in.
And what happened? They won the World Series.
Yeah, Solar got busy.
They're struggling. They just called up the kid that's pitching tonight, Schwarlen Bet, whatever his name is, and another good pitcher. They got Max Fried coming back from the IL soon. He's going to probably be activated on Sunday, they said.
Right.
So they're getting healthy.
And they picked up bullpen help. And then when they got Luke Jackson, he ain't all that, but he can get you a couple outs there.
He's a guy that can come in the 6th or 7th inning.
There you
if
go.
You need him to and get you out of a jam. He's not a guy you're going to depend to set up. But Ozzie Albies out with a broken wrist is going to hurt them a bit. But they got a good backup in second base. So
right.
Atlanta's fine. Atlanta's going to be in it. So I
don't think they're going to win it because of the blows are too big.
I think so
long gives them a chance now. Now he gives them a chance with Ozuna, who's been killing shit all year.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on real quick. Orioles picked up Zach Eflin, who's a good fourth starter.
Yeah.
His record don't indicate it, but you know when he pitched with the Phillies and stuff, Eflin's a decent pitcher. And if you got him at the fourth spot, he's better than a lot of fourth starters. Eflin can pitch. You get him some runs, defense, he can pitch.
And as the number 4 guy, you're not going to see the other team's best lineup all the time. You understand? So it's a great pickup for them. Eflin, I think, is going to be motivated by playing there. Playoff race, Arizona's okay, but, they're not doing what they did last year.
Right.
So, I think Eflin as a 4th starter is good. This team is still in it. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he'll get back to what he was doing the last couple of years.
Right. And they also picked up Trevor Rogers, bad record. Yeah. I think they should put him in the pen. Throws about 95. He'll be way better in the pen. And Sir Anthony Dominguez also throws hard. So that's not bad.
The problem, Sir Anthony Dominguez is just, he's got to get his stuff straight, man. He's very wild. He has those games where he's good. Then he's
got some nasty stuff. But they don't need him to get those key outs. They'll put him in up 3 runs, down 2 runs. You know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of other guys to do the job. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And now, last but not least, the Mariners who couldn't hit the ball if you put the shit on a motherfucking tube right in front of them. They went and picked up 2 good hitters, but one's having a good year with average, one's having a bad year. But the bad year guy I like a lot, compared him a lot to Mookie Betts in Randy Arozarena.
Yeah.
I think Randy Arozarena, if he could get protection, could start hitting. In Tampa Bay, losing Franco and all these guys, all these guys getting knocked out, he had no protection. I'm not making excuses for him. He just didn't really hit. He goes to the stadium, he goes crazy on us, but couldn't hit nowhere else.
He's a Yankee killer. No, Randy Arozarena. Listen, my brother.
I like him. I called him the closest thing to Mookie Betts.
My brother, my family, they're all Yankee fans, and they were happy to see this guy go to Seattle. Okay, Arozarena, I agree that he had no protection in that lineup in Tampa Bay. So you either pitch around him, and he's a free swinger anyway. So what do you do with free swingers? You don't have to throw a strike because they swing at anything. Anything close, they're going to swing. I think he's going to have a little better protection in Seattle. I agree that team couldn't hit water if you put them in it.
Yeah,
they can't hit.
You got to look at Polanco's not hitting.
No, Rodriguez hasn't hit.
Rodriguez is not hitting. Kyle Rayland stepped down.
Yeah.
Garvin not hitting. I mean, them guys are all having bad years.
Yeah.
Even Crawford dropped. Crawford started off good. He dropped. And they also picked up veteran Justin Turner who can hit.
Which is a great pick.
Yeah, he might.
I think Justin
he might be right behind Arena.
Yeah.
Arozarena to give him protection.
I think Justin Turner is their best trade. He's a veteran. You can put him at DH. You can put him between Arozarena and Rodriguez.
Facts.
He's gonna produce. And I think
Facts.
with him in the middle, and those two in front and in back of him, they're gonna see more pitches to hit. So
Facts.
I think Arozarena with better protection, he's gonna turn it around. I think he's gonna start heating up soon. I think once Rodriguez comes back from the IL, he's gonna turn it up. I think with Turner there, a veteran presence, he's gonna help them out a lot.
Yeah, they got to get other guys to hit though.
Yeah.
Like Polanco ain't do shit, bro.
Yeah.
Minnesota, he was killing shit. Went to
Yep.
Seattle, can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Rodriguez has to get on fire.
I
Crawford
agree.
has to get on. But if they want to make this playoff run, because I just see the series where the Angels swept them and they scored one run a game, and that's why they was forced to make these moves. All right, let's close it out. I want to get you. Yeah.
One more thing. I think the Padres. We talk about. I think the Padres had the best trade because they redid their whole bullpen in about a week.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the beginning. They picked up the Tanner Scott guy,
but they also got
1.18 earned run average,
and they also picked up a couple guys in that bullpen that can bridge the gap
right.
with Tanner Scott. So I think the Padres did great.
But Tanner Scott was huge for them because what they
need
had,
a closer.
No, they got the Spanish guy. What's his name? Suarez.
Yeah,
was doing really good.
But he's not Tanner Scott.
No, but what I'm saying is, he's not. What's that word?
Yep.
What I'm looking for, like he hasn't done it under pressure yet.
Yeah.
But he's doing it all year.
Yeah.
Scott either hasn't done it under pressure if you think about it. But I like that they got the lefty-righty thing going on, and they didn't have to spend all that money that Josh Hader wanted.
Exactly.
So they escaped the Hader contract, and now they got a lefty-righty situation with way less money that could do the job the same or better.
I agree.
So I like that, and they playing good ball.
They had a great
Paz are playing good ball of late.
They are. I think them and the Mets are basically half game apart from each other.
They're playing good ball. I see them in the playoffs, and I also see them getting through a round.
I see the Mets fading. I don't think they have enough to really maintain that.
I don't know. Momentum. I mean, they got a couple.
They played well.
There.
They played well, but you know,
you thinking they bust a nut? But I think they got another round in them.
Well, let's see.
I'm thinking they got another, but of course they're going to cool off. Everybody cools off.
Well, let's see what happens when September rolls around.
Yeah, they got to spin it again, though.
Yeah, they do.
They got to spin it again. Okay, choose one and why we out of here. I did this freestyle because I forgot to do yours. So I'm keeping it a buck. I did no homework. I just went, this is how you know the kid got skills. I freestyle this shit. Okay, you ready?
I got you.
Who's your greatest franchise in the NBA? The Boston Celtics or the LA Lakers? There's no wrong answers. Or who would be your best franchise?
A lot of people are going to pick the Celtics because they're 18 championships. But my pick here is the Los Angeles Lakers. Tinseltown, brother. You make it out there, brother. You can make it anywhere, basically, like they say in New York.
Lloyd White in the building.
Tinseltown, brother. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, George.
You don't want to do that because Boston, you can do the Robert Parrish.
You don't want to compare the players.
Yeah, you can do the Robert Parrish, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale shit.
Exactly.
You know I could go to ML Carr. I could go bring up ML Carr and Kurt Rambis, two of the fightiest guys. They had no game, but they fucking was tough.
Yeah.
Dennis Johnson, Michael Cooper, Byron Scott. You go anywhere with this shit.
My pick is going to be the LA Lakers, man. It's Los Angeles, man.
Put your answers in, guys.
You know, you win big in LA, brother.
No win, no losses.
You win big in LA, you get yourself a statue, brother.
Okay, let's move on. Better losing Super Bowl team.
Okay.
That's the team that lost the Super Bowl.
I got you.
Tell you, I just freestyled this shit.
I got you.
The Buffalo Bills, who lost to the G-Man on that field goal miss. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, etc.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
That team was bomb, my nigga.
That's the 1990 team.
Yeah. Or the Patriots that lost the first Super Bowl to the G-Man that they was favored 14 points with Morse and Brady. Who you like out of those two teams? The Bills were sick, man.
The
Bills went into the Giants, bro. Well, the Giants didn't slow that offense up. They had an 11-minute drive in the fucking third quarter.
Listen, they ate up that third quarter.
That's what beat them. Otis Anderson all day.
I'm gonna go with the Buffalo loss because that was a hard man. Scott Norwood, man, that ruined his career right there.
Facts.
I kind of with the Giants and Patriots, you kind of felt before that game because remember they played at the last game of the year and they nearly lost that game to the Giants. So you kind of felt coming in, the Giants had that momentum. They beat the Cowboys in Dallas. They beat Green Bay in Green Bay. They were road warriors that year.
Facts.
So you kind of felt that something was going to happen. You kind of felt the Giants were going to win that game.
All right, we
because
got to hurry up. I'm running super duper late,
so
but
I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. There was more heartbreaking for them with the missed field goal. And like I said, the Giants wore them down with that 11-minute drive. That defense was tired in that fourth quarter.
okay. All right, better defender.
Better defender. I got you.
Lockdown defender NBA.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen ain't easy.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dennis Rodman, a.k.a. the Worm. Who is a better
Ooh.
lockdown defender? Both played in the same team for a few years.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. I love Dennis Rodman, the Worm, but Dennis Rodman basically beat you before the game because he got in your head. If you knew Dennis Rodman was on you, he was on your head. I'm going to take Scottie Pippen, 1991, Bulls' first championship. Lakers win the game 1. They put Pippen on Magic. Magic was not even heard from anymore that series. I'm going to go with Pippen. Pippen long.
Ain't easy.
Pippen ain't easy.
Pippen long, I got to roll with you because Pippen guards full court.
Yeah.
Rodman don't guard full court. Half court, he's in your ear fucking with you.
Yeah.
Elbowing you, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Pippen will guard you full court, my dude, the whole game.
I mean, Pippen could lock down. I think Pippen could guard basically four positions.
Okay.
And he was long, lanky, and he was quick on his feet.
Okay, one more. I made this specifically for you.
All right.
Who is the better New York Jet running back? You ready?
Okay, I got you.
Curtis, my favorite Martin.
Okay.
Only with the Jets, not what they
Only
did
with
prior.
The Jets. I got you.
Or Freeman, my man McNeil. Who and why?
Ooh.
I like that one.
I hate you. I hate you for real, brother. Listen, I love both of them, man. Freeman McNeil. I love Freeman McNeil.
You
but
gotta love Freeman McNeil if you're a fucking New York Jet.
Yeah, you gotta love Freeman McNeil, man. Altoon was my guy too. But I'm gonna go with Curtis
Wesley
Martin.
Walker, Baguette.
I got you, Wesley Walker. Got love for him. But I'm gonna go with Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin.
Woo! I'm surprised on that one.
During that time as a Jet, he had a little bit more of an impact, being that he was with Bill Parcells.
Right.
They made the playoffs and the back-to-back AFC Championship games with Curtis Martin. Also led the league in rushing one year. So I'm gonna go with Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin. Okay, so I really don't have an answer for that. But if I had a gun in my head, Martin, of course, is the bigger name.
Yeah.
But you can't be a Jet fan and say Martin. You got to go McNeil, man. I love Freeman.
I understand.
McNeil.
I love Freeman.
I'm not a Jet
Freeman
fan,
too,
but
man.
I love Freeman McNeil.
I love Freeman too, brother. I do. I do.
Right.
But I think Martin had more of an impact when he played with the Jets.
Okay, my man, X-Man, great job
Thank
as
you,
always.
my brother.
We're going to get up next week and tune in for the spinoff. Don't just take off, my man.
I got you, brother. I got you.
X-Man in the building. Great job,
brother.
my brother.
Thank you.
Man, baby. We running a little late, guys, but we will catch up. Now we doing the spinoff. Stay intact, y'all. That's all I can tell y'all. Round 6, nobody got more than 2 wins. Everybody had 1 win. It's about 4 or 5 people. So let's, everybody can join. Whoever they join, it's your time. You're not behind at all. The most is 1 win. Yankees down 7-4 in the 5th inning. X talking shit like they out of it. They're not out of it. They got to hold them though. Hold them and score. 1 through 20, round 6. Shout out to everybody who tapped in that I wasn't able to shout you out. Summary next, so don't go nowhere, guys. Go ahead. I don't want to be yelling too much. 1 through 20. Round 6. Round 5 winner was Miss Autumn, and she nicely retired right after. She just wanted that belt. She got that belt. She'll probably be back in the future. Let me marinate up. You got to get Raul back in it. Raul's a new round. Raul won, I think, round 3. Here we go. Giveaway 1, round 6. This never gets old, guys. This never gets old. Here we go. The winner is giveaway 1 for round 6 is. Got a winner. Let me push it back. That is our flew like that. Happy hour. Winner is number 20. Number 20. You gotta be kidding me. Felix Casino plays one spot. He hasn't played in about 3 months. Comes back, plays the last 2 weeks. 1 spot out of 40 spots. I think it's about a 5% chance of winning, if I'm right. Felix Casino wins again. This is fucking crazy. 1, I got motherfuckers that play 8-6 spot and then win back to back. 1 spot, anybody could win. Felix Casino is your giveaway 1 winner. Let's do the giveaway 2. Talk about luck. I know why he's lucky. You know what? It was his birthday. He forgot to remind me. Happy birthday to Felix Casino. That's why he won. He got that birthday luck. He didn't remind me. I told him to remind me. Happy birthday. Congratulations to Felix Casino. My God. All right, 21 through 40, guys. 21 through 40. He won a matching hat, too. He already said it. If I win, I want a matching hat. I sent him a shirt last week. Let me find out he knew he was going to win. He knew he had that birthday luck. Okay, we're going 21 through 40. Then summary, and we out here. Happy hour. Let me marinate these bad boys. Raul, where you at, baby? We miss you, baby. We miss Raul on the show, man. That's my guy right there, man. I hope he gets his shit together. We need Raul back on the show, man. Here we go. Here we go. Giveaway 2. Round 6. The winner is. Got a winner. Got a winner. Let me back it up. Giveaway 2, round 6, winner is 36. 36. Esa loca. Esa loca. Wow. Yo, we got new winners, man. You can't beat that. When new people win, you gotta love it, man. You have to love it, man. Salute to both of them. Summary coming up. Wow, Felix with the 5% chance, and Esa Loca, who hasn't won in God knows how long. Let me turn this microphone around. Let me turn it around. Go through the summary real quick. MG Raider, we talked about the Mavericks and the Nuggets being the best team in the Western Conference, at least in my opinion, and the casinos think the same. And who's going to knock them out and if they're going to make it? And he says the Nuggets will make it to the chip. He didn't say they were going to win, but they'll make it to the chip. He said OKC will give them all the money they can handle. You know, then we talk about the Raiders, what the Raiders are going to do. The Raiders, I don't think they're the same good team. I love their heart, you know what I mean? I like Pierce, but you don't have a real quarterback. You got a backup and basically a rookie. You lost your best running back. The defense is solid, but how are you going to win these games when they got film out on O'Connell? I mean, it ain't going to be easy second time around. So I got them with a losing record, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong because I'm going to be doing the Raiders shows, and I want to be presenting a show that's winning, not that's losing.
But I'm realistic with it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something else. I'm just not going to do that. Now, if they winning and I'm just wrong, you know why I was wrong, and I admit that I'm wrong. We did the choose one and why. We knocked that out. Then we brought X-Men in the building. X-Men, we went over the free agents, the teams that made basically the best acquisitions. The Yankees, of course, with Jazz, you know what I mean, Chisholm. The Padres with Tanner Scott, that was huge. You know, you had a couple of other big pickups. The Orioles picked up Eflin. You know, it wasn't a lot of amazing stuff happened, but it was a lot of, you know, real little good moves for a lot of teams that's going to make a run at it come postseason time in the MLB. So we already know that. Then we did the choose one and why also on that. And I definitely want to tap up on my message of the day, guys. Guys, if people do you a solid and they lend you bread, bro. I mean, listen, if you lost bread, let's say over a gambling situation, a bet, you know, a guy was rich and he happened to give you money and you thought he was giving it to you and he ended up letting it. I could understand those you want to beef with. But if a guy bailed you out, listen to this carefully, bailed you out in whatever way you needed to get bailed out, whether it's bail out in prison, bail out your bills, bail out because you needed money to make a move, and he delivered for you, and he has to chase his money, and you here running away from him, you're not trying to make a payment plan with him, and you think that everything is sweet, there's two things that's going to happen. I'm alerting y'all right now. Either he's going to catch you out there or karma's going to deal with you. Either way, it's not a W. There's no winning in that, especially when it was done as a good deed. Now, if he gave you that to buy drugs, you might get over on the karma aspect. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Then he'll probably deal with you. But if he made this move to better your situation on some real life shit, make an attempt to pay him back. And my boy's going through this right now, and I went through this similar shit not too long ago. So this is why I know this shit clearly. I know this clearly. Do not run off on dudes. We call that meatloaf in New York. Meatloaf don't bring you to the top, B. You be struggling like a motherfucker 10 times the situation over that one little shit. That's why I don't do shit like that. I don't like repercussions of negative shit. I'd rather do the right thing, and then if shit happens, but I know it will never be all bad. Like right now, this is my worst month I had in a while, changing jobs, and I had way less days, and I couldn't even make the money I needed to make. But you know what? I'm blessed because I have emergency shit. So I'm blessed. You understand me? You're not going to be blessed when you meatloafing cats, man. Stop meatloafing cats, which means pay your dues, especially people that came through for you, man. And with that, Al York Sports, another Friday, TGI Friday, no drinking and driving. It's the fucking law. I love you guys. I'm going to continue to bring y'all heat. And I'm like I said, I'm the only nigga that admits shit like this. I had a bad fucking month, and I couldn't wait for August to get here fast enough. Because that's how I keep it a band. It don't even matter. You don't even have to ask me. I put it out there. But trust me, I'm coming back with a vengeance. Love you motherfuckers, man.